We all dream of the perfect scenic drive, windows down, music playing, a ribbon of asphalt leading through breathtaking landscapes. These routes are promises of freedom and beauty. Yet, some of America's most famous drives hold a secret. Their beauty is a mask, a distraction from the tragedies that stain their history. The very isolation that makes them stunning also makes them a perfect stage for the past to replay itself. This isn't just a tour of scenic vistas, it's a journey into the shadows that cling to them. Keep your hands on the wheel, and your eyes on the road ahead. We're counting down 5 iconic American drives where the views are haunting, and the ghosts are all too real. 1. The Blue Ridge Parkway, Virginia and North Carolina. The Blue Ridge Parkway is America's favorite drive, a 469-mile-long parkway engineered for pure scenic wonder. It winds across ancient, blue-hazed mountains, offering vistas of rolling peaks and deep, forested valleys. It's a place for picnics and sunsets. But as the mist gathers in the hollows at dusk, the atmosphere changes. This land remembers the Cherokee forced onto the Trail of Tears, the lonely settlers who died in its coves, and the workers who fell building the road itself. Drivers on secluded stretches report a sudden, bone-deep cold inside their cars and the smell of old coal smoke. Some glance in the rear view to see figures: a woman in a long skirt, a barefoot child vanishing into the trees. The most chilling experience is the feeling of a presence settling into the back seat, a heavy silence that follows you for miles. The parkway's most famous ghost is the Lady in White, seen near Grandfather Mountain. She appears in the middle of the lane on foggy nights, causing drivers to swerve. When they look back, the road is empty. But in the rearview mirror, her pale face is often seen pressed against the back window, staring in before fading away. This drive offers majestic beauty, but you are only a visitor passing through a realm where others are permanent residents. 2. Highway 550, the Million Dollar Highway. Colorado's Million Dollar Highway is a breathtaking act of engineering audacity. Clinging to the sheer cliffs of the San Juan Mountains, it offers dizzying views and terrifying drops with no guardrails. Built over the treacherous paths of 19th-century mining trails, this road sits atop a graveyard. The mines claimed countless lives, leaving men buried in unmarked slopes. The paranormal activity here is as dangerous as the landscape. Drivers report inexplicable taps on their windows high above canyons, and CB radios crackle with ghostly mining sounds, pickaxes, and muffled shouts. Many describe an unseen hand pulling their steering wheel toward the cliff edge. The legend that haunts truckers is the ghostly hitchhiker of Red Mountain Pass. A man in dust-covered mining clothes gets into the cab, smelling of damp earth and ore. He rides in silence for miles until, near a view of an old mine, he vanishes. The seat is empty, but left behind is a perfect outline of his body in fine, gray mine dust. The silver is gone. But the mountains continue to collect a toll from those who travel their perilous spine. 3. Highway 49, California's Gold Country. Highway 49 winds through the sunny, oak-dotted foothills of the Sierra Nevada, connecting charming gold rush towns. But this rustic piece is a thin veneer over a violent past. This was the heart of the 1849 gold rush, a frenzy of greed, murder, and lawlessness. Men died over claims, in saloon brawls, and in shallow, forgotten graves. The haunting here is auditory. On lonely stretches, drivers hear the sound of galloping hooves keeping pace with their car, hidden in the trees. They hear the clatter of phantom campfires and the murmur of arguing voices. Most intimate are the desperate whispers that seem to come from the passenger seat. They're coming for the gold. Bury it. These are echoes of panic from 170 years ago. The most famous spot is the Crying Curve outside Coulterville. At midnight, drivers see a woman in a torn 1850s dress kneeling by the road, sobbing. She looks up with a face of pure terror, points into the woods, and vanishes forever, trying to reveal where her body was hidden after she was murdered for her husband's gold. The motherlode's fortune was built on sorrow, and on Highway 49, you can still hear its desperate echoes. 4. Route 66, the main street of America. Route 66 is the iconic symbol of American road trips and freedom, but its abandoned stretches, especially in the deserts of Arizona and New Mexico, hold a darker legacy. This was a road of peril, where breakdowns, crashes, and disappearances were common. The paranormal echoes are trapped moments in time. Drivers report phantom classic cars, a 1950s Cadillac or a 1930s Ford that race up from behind, pass, and then disappear on the empty road ahead. Explorers of decaying motels feel watchful sadness, and sometimes capture EVPs of ghostly chatter and laughter. The most terrifying legend is the ghost truck of Jericho Gap. On stormy nights, a rusted 1950s semi with mismatched headlights drives head-on toward travelers, forcing them off the road. When they recover, there are no tire tracks, only the smell of diesel and mud. It's said to be the ghost of a trucker who drowned in that muddy gap, doomed to relive his final crash. Route 66 represents the journey, but some souls are stuck forever in their last, terrible moment on the road. 5. Highway 1, Big Sur, California. Highway 1 through Big Sur is the crown jewel of scenic drives, where mountains meet the Pacific in a spectacle of raw power. It is also a place of sublime danger, a ship graveyard, and landslide zone. The hauntings here are tied to its consuming nature. At the Bixby Creek Bridge, many visitors are hit with a sudden, overwhelming urge to jump, accompanied by a whispered invitation from the void, a phenomenon noted for its disturbing frequency. Others hear knocking from within the cliffs, as if landslide victims are still signaling. The signature phantom is the Soggy Man of Hurricane Point. On thick fog nights, a man in a soaked 1940s suit walks the shoulder, staring into the mist. Those who stop find him gone, but a patch of salt water is left on their passenger seat, and the cab fills with the smell of the deep ocean. He is believed to be a passenger from the SS Wayfarer, which sank off the coast in 1948. Big Sur's beauty is a siren song of natural power, and it sometimes captures more than just admiration. It captures souls, binding them eternally to its beautiful, treacherous edge. From misty mountains to ocean cliffs, we've traveled roads where beauty and tragedy are intertwined. These scenic drives are more than pavement, they are memories of those who never left. So, the next time you plan a getaway, ask yourself, are you seeking scenery, or are you willing to brush against the history that lives within it? Let us know which haunted highway left the deepest mark on you. Would you dare to drive it after dark? If these stories changed how you see the open road, share this video with a fellow traveler. Subscribe to Ghostly Tales for more journeys into the world's most unsettling places. Until next time, drive carefully, and remember, on the loneliest road, you're never the only one taking the journey.